Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Today we got a special one for you. Let's talk a little bit. Let's have a little family chat. Um, we're in kind of the final home stretch of this game, PGA 2K21. Um, and let's just say it's been a blast. We've been playing this game for about, I don't know, three and a half months now, and I've been loving it. Been playing a lot. Um, been doing a lot of research on the new game, which is going to be cool. It comes out October 11th if you buy the deluxe, and October 14th if you don't. Anyways, so kind of going into that game, there's no TGC tourneys going on anymore. There's really only society stuff going on if you participate in society events like weekly or daily. So, anyways, I thought I would give the course designer a try. Because it's something that's always appealed to me. I've always kind of liked the design aspect of everything. I feel like I have some sort of brain for that. But anyways, I'm trying to get into it a little bit. So really to kind of catch you guys up to speed here, I have went ahead and created what I'm calling Englewood Reserve. And I've actually already created 9 holes, the front 9 here. So you can see, let's get this guy out of the way. You can see our clubhouse here. Pretty nice clubhouse. And then you kind of take hole 1 down here and you kind of just go ahead and funnel into the little lake area. You go around the lake, go back for this par 3, 6, and then up back for a hard 7th hole par 5, and then kind of back up the hill toward the clubhouse. And so really the purpose, I think, of this series before the new game comes out is to create the back 9 of Englewood Reserve. So anyways, that's kind of a rough estimate of where we're at. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up each video into essentially designing or partially designing a hole. So I've actually already gone and created hole number 10 here. So you get off the par 4 ninth here. That's an uphill kind of battle. Come into the clubhouse, grab a drink, of course. And then now you kind of make your way down here where you start on, I really wanted to make it like, okay, we're on the back 9. So I wanted to start out with a fairly simple like par 3 downhill on hole number 10. This kind of just funnels to a green because obviously you have like your slope from the hill, because we're kind of making our way again back down the hill from the clubhouse. So you have some like a helping slope here on the right. Get a little bit of trouble left, but the pin locations aren't anything too crazy. So anyways, that's kind of what we're working with now. So that's the par 3 10th. You then kind of make your way over the little hill here. I might be able to flatten this a little bit. And then you kind of stare this par 4 in the face, hole number 11. Hole number 11 is interesting because it's a little bit of a switchback here. So, you know, if you end up somewhere like in this region on the right-hand side, you're going to have a really tough shot into the screen because the screen is kind of angled, right? It wants you to play left to challenge these bunkers on the left-hand side. So, you know, if you can successfully do that, you're going to have a pretty good shot in. Again, this green is kind of breaking. It's an interesting green, but it definitely favors players that are going to stay left. So anyways, that is the, and obviously you have some rollout here, but that's the par 4 11th. So what we're going to design today is I think it's going to be a par 5 12th. And so anyways, this is kind of what I'm thinking. So we got the front 9 here. And then I believe what it's going to do is this back. I'm not sold in this lake yet, but I think the back 9 is kind of going to wrap around here, get pretty close to the edge of the plot. And then I think we have a par 5 dog leg. And then we have really like a straightaway 4. And then I'm going to kind of figure out the rest. But again, purpose of this video is just to design at least the base design of hole number 12. And I'll probably create another video like finalizing everything, like planting, like getting everything situated. But this one's kind of already situated a little bit. We don't have to do a lot to the plot. So anyways, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I've already kind of got this plotted out. And what I may do is go ahead and delete this hole and then just kind of start over here. So anyways, join along the ride. Let's settle in here. see what we can do for this par 5. So for first kind of initial thoughts is what I'm thinking is they get off a par 4. And now we really haven't done a ton of we haven't done really any dog legs on the course. So I want to do a pretty substantial dog leg. It's nothing crazy, but it's going to require some good shots. And then I think your second shot is just here, and like 275. So really they're going to probably end up, let's see. Let's see. So let's go ahead and throw a hole down. Create holes. And let's throw a tee here. So this is already 315 here. So let's throw this to 327. And then let's do this. This is a 500-yard par 5. Let me see if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. And I like them kind of ending in this little cove. I think it's kind of cool. So I'm just going to throw the tee here for now. What I might be able to do is back this guy up just a hair. So I think that's what I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to move the waypoint. Throw it. Or maybe. So you kind of have more of an aggressive angle. And you can cut it if you want, but this gives you like a 520 yard. Yeah, so I think this is going to be probably pretty good. So if they land here, they land 300 yards. They got 250 into the green. So that's like a strong 3-wood, which I think I like. So yeah, let's kind of go with this. We'll kind of play around with it. First thing I really want to do, I don't really worry about the tee boxes too much because they're just like a square. I've just been doing like the square tee boxes as you can see here. So first thing I want to do is kind of nail down this fairway and also the green. I think the green is probably something that I want to do first. So let me get rid of this distance marker. And then we can get rid of some generated grass here. I don't like all this generated grass that comes. So I'm actually going to get rid of all this. Cool. So, and this tree is bothering me. So I'm going to get rid of it. Okay. So let's just kind of measure this out and figure out kind of what kind of green we want to hit into. I think what I'm thinking is we do like a longer green where, you know, you have the ability to roll it up, but it's going to require a good shot. And maybe it's a breaker like down the middle, so you can play left, you can play right of it. And that can make it pretty interesting, but it's got to be big enough for that. So maybe we kind of start something like this, and maybe it kind of funnels back here. Maybe just that rough design. We'll see how big this is. That's 60. I mean, yeah, it's 60 yards. It's a long way by 32. Actually, that's actually a pretty big green. Then you would kind of approach it like this. Put some bunkers here, maybe. Maybe we could have a protecting bunker like here. So probably one here. So we have a bunker here probably. And then probably have a bunker here. And then let's see. I don't know if we should have one here or not. So if they shoot it, right, so if they shoot it here, I wonder if it's worth having it kind of go at an angle a little bit. It's going to require a big shot. And if not, you're going to kind of get punished. Now I can also punish them. Yeah, I can always adjust this. So let's just throw a green down for kind of like a little bit what I'm thinking. That's a pretty big green. But it is a par 5, you have to think. Location here, 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 and here maybe. Let's do this. Let's do this again. I think we want spline. May have just made that thing bigger. Maybe not. Okay. So let's settle with this for right now. So we can kind of just flatten all this land out here. Kind of mess with that later. Not bad there. And then let's just kind of flatten this whole area out here. Go. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. Okay. So let's click this guy and we'll smoothen this path here. And then we're also going to fill it. Yeah, so that could actually be a pretty fun green here. I wonder if it's more of a, like if we, so let's clear these. Create sculpt, let's see, measure. So I like this path. And then this guy, I like this. I think I like that. Maybe this guy comes. So we're not giving like too much space there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be what we want. So let's go ahead and get rid of this path. So let's try this again. so we're kind of making our way around to back side of the green. Par 5, so they're gonna have a 3-wood in. So I don't want to punish them too much for having a small green. I think I want to have them with the ability to run it on. I could also challenge like a pretty cool second shot. We'll talk about that when we get to the fairway, but okay, so let's measure this. 54 by 25. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. I think I like this. All right, so let's stick with this. I can always change it later, but let's see, spline, point, edit. So we'll smooth it, and then we'll fill it, and then we can worry about flattening and stuff later. But essentially, what's going to happen is we're going to throw a bunker here, just because I feel like that feels right. And then I think what we're going to do is throw maybe like a clump here. Oh, that's a terrible circle. Okay. And I think that'll be pretty good. So now let's talk about this fairway. So fairways are really big on par 5s, or are really important on par 5s, excuse me. And really, so here's what we want to do. We don't want to force them, or we don't want to have them like the ability to just poke it here, right? This is 361 yards. They're not going to get here. They're playing with that, with that wood. What we might be able to do is they're going to land the ball around, let's say here-ish. So they're going to land the ball here. So what we might be able to do is kind of force them almost like this way. And let's say they land it here. They could technically have a shot, but it's like a partial driver. They throw it, lands here. So maybe I kind of like it going a little bit more. And then maybe something like that. That could be okay. And they're gonna pipe up thing, so I don't really need to have a lot of fairway here. I could give them more leeway to hook it right, and I can bring these trees in, so that's not a crazy issue. Now, a couple options here. I could, right? So I'm probably gonna leave a landing zone here, and then I can probably put the green there. What I could do is almost like a separated green. Or separated fairway. So the fairway could come here, like be here. And I could kind of separate it and go here and here. That could be kind of cool. like right at that like here-ish. I could do maybe some like cool planting or something. Maybe here-ish. I could do some planting. And that could kind of run into the fairway. Or that could technically be fairway. And then that could also be fairway. And then this could kind of funnel in. So then it's like, well, if you put the ball here, you have 257 into the green. So if you, let's say you put the ball here, the 225. I kind of like that actually. I think that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and lay it down. I know we're at what, 22 minutes in this video so far, so I don't want to make it too long, but get the general idea. So it opens it up, got a nice kind of like inviting. Let's try this. We're gonna put the ball here. Have to have a good shot. Okay, I like this. I like this. So let's flatten this land. So this is definitely needs to be flattened for sure. Okay, then we'll go back, do the same thing, but now we'll kind of flatten the edges here. Try to make it feel somewhat realistic to where if someone's mowing this, they're not going to mow on a 45-degree angle. We can kind of just do this. Cool. Okay, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. We can edit, smooth, nice. Oops. Fill it. Cool. And then this other one, the other kind of fairway here, gonna run. Okay, and I think we just connect it here. Okay, so I like how that one turned out. That one's not bad either. Cool. So now what we can do is we can get the spline point, we can smooth this guy, and then we can also fill it. So now like this little trench here is kind of cool. Maybe we could do some like planting with it or something. I won't really mess around with it right now, but so I think this is more inviting now. So if we clear these guys, so hit the ball, shoot it to here-ish. Realistically like this, but it's gonna roll out. Maybe let's see how this plays. I always like to check to see kind of if we're in the right area. Yeah. Well, there goes a good shot. Obviously, bad shot's gonna punish me. I'm gonna have 305 in. I like how that looks. I like how it's inviting. But we're gonna make the green somewhat difficult. So let's go ahead and sculpt this. Landscape flatten. We'll get this guy for our tee boxes or something. And we can always move these back, but let's play this for right now. So if we hit a good shot, is going 324. Leaves me 240 in. So that's a 3-wood. Perfect. And then this guy, I would just do like a little pitch shot there. So it'd be birdieable. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, so I think I like that. I think I like that a lot. This video's getting a little bit longer, but that's how long this freaking course design takes, man. It takes a long time. Cool. So then maybe we put bunkers here, and then we block them here from the long shot. Not that they'll really get there, but it might be good to kind of add. What do we add? Something like that, maybe. I don't really know if we need 2 there, because we're gonna pull these trees in as well. And then maybe what we do is add another one here. And then for this one, we can kind of lower this a little bit. Won't be anything too crazy. That's probably more than enough. Cool. And maybe I'll edit that fairway on the right there. But anyways, so now we'll put a bunker here. Okay. Now we gotta kind of figure out what we want this to kind of look like. But anyways, that's kind of what that looks like a little bit. 1 second, chat. All right, so we're gonna do a flatten. And then we're gonna do a raise. I think what I want to do is reward them for hitting a good shot. And then kind of crush them for hitting a bad shot. So the way I'm going to do that is I think I'm going to put almost like a spine, if you will, here. Maybe it's not quite that aggressive. Okay, maybe it's like 8 inches. You kind of have two ways of approaching it. I think I want, instead of this one being hurting slope, I think I want it to be a helping slope. So then we want to flatten this using our flattening tool. Cool. I think I kind of like that spine there. And then maybe this side can be raised. Now you kind of have like a little bit of a helping backstop almost. So now you can kind of see we're creating almost like two sides of the green. So you put a pin, you know, here. Maybe drop that down a little bit. Cool. So now we do the flatten tool. I like a pin here. So let's actually go ahead and add a pin. So I like a pin here. Makes you kind of use that ridge. And I like this pin. Maybe here. And then I think I'd like a pin here. And then the last one, I think we almost tuck it like here. All right, I'm actually liking this. Sculpt it, flatten it. Okay, so then what I'm thinking here is if you have this pin location on the right hand side, I want you to be able to roll this ball up. So I want to give them almost like a little pathway. Roll this ball up. Almost kind of like that. I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah. Boom. This guy, I don't think he needs a lot of work. This guy doesn't really either. And then can kind of raise that a little bit. Can I have this spine kind of working here? I like this. So I got to get a good shot. It's kind of breaking either way on this pin. They can roll up here. Maybe I won't make this quite as steep. Maybe I'll flatten this guy a little bit. Cool. I actually really like this green complex. And then just to kind of get rid of the... They shouldn't land on this, as far as I'm concerned, but I really like this green. I think I'm gonna flatten this guy a little bit. Might be a little aggressive. Okay. Cool. That's really nice. I think that's really good. So then we throw a bunker, something like here. And this could actually just be like a really simple... Really simple bunker here. Something like that, maybe. And then you throw a bigger one here. Just to kind of make them think a little bit. And then you throw kind of a, oh, maybe you throw like a cool looking one like this here. Yeah, I'm liking this. Nice. This is really cool. I'm really liking this. But anyways, so you guys kind of get the idea. I'm gonna throw a couple bunkers here, some here, here, and so let's just kind of play this shot before we kind of sign off here. But essentially, you hit your drive. You're like, whoa, where's the tee? It's over there. Hit your drive. That's a good one there. And then you kind of stare this guy in the face. And you're like, oh shoot, how am I gonna get to this pin? Might have to scoot the tees up a little bit because I kind of want them to reach with the 3-wood. Even if they don't. Yeah, like that's not reaching. I want to have them kind of have fun at like running the ball up. So maybe I'll move the tees up a little bit. Kind of see where that goes, but I think I'm liking the green though. Maybe I could even have it slope a little bit more to kind of play into that, but anyways, yeah, so this is it's gonna kind of conclude our 12th hole here. Dogleg to the left, par 5. Pretty fun one, but anyways, if you guys enjoy this type of content, next video we will kind of start on hole number 13, which I think is just going to be a kind of a straightaway par 4. I'll kind of show you when I finish designing this guy, the bunkers and planting and stuff like that. But I just kind of wanted to get the base idea of a hole down. So anyways, if you guys enjoy this type of content, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of continue this course along. So it should be pretty fun, pretty cool. And anyways, we will catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys.